Hi, this is Jim. If you have a few minutes, I'd love to show you what I've been working on. It's a digital wallet prototype that I built on Ethereum testnet. It demonstrates how tokenized deposits can move between a bank's traditional deposit ledger and the blockchain ledger. This is a way of preserving our lending capacity as financial institutions. Okay, let's dive into a demo. The wallet is provided by my test bank called IQ Mutual. You see that at the top. My account identification is here. It's an alias. The long hash is right below it. The portfolio has one holding in tokenized deposit, and it's identified as IQUSD. I have 10 tokens of IQUSD for a US dollar equivalent of $10. I can see these buttons here represent functions in my wallet that are governed by a smart contract behind the scenes. If I click on the view details, I want to show you that there's a live ERC20 balance inquiry API call through Alchemy, and that keeps everything up to date. Below that is my bank accounts, IQ Mutual checking and savings accounts, my available balances. For convenience, my stablecoin positions and digital assets are also inside my wallet. One place to go for all of my money in holdings. Okay, so functions here. Let's go ahead and do our first function, that's moving money. I can click on that big button. I'm presented with a question. I have two possible answers. One, I could add money to the IQUSD position. That's called minting. Or I can move money out of that position back into one of my bank accounts, either my checking or savings, and that's called burning. We're going to click the top one, which is minting. I'm going to select my bank account. I'm going to do $1 of IQUSD. I'm going to be careful and confirm all the information. I'm going to confirm the transfer. We'll see the magic behind the scenes happening, and I'm presented with a confirmation once it's complete. I can see the impacted bank account, which is my IQ Mutual checking. I can see the total impact, which is moving out $1. I can see the change in my available balance here. I can see my authorization, which is simulated from Fireblocks, and I can see my transaction hash. Let's return to the wallet, and it hasn't quite finished updating yet, the position. We'll go ahead and we'll see that the dollar is still pending because that transaction isn't complete. Let's go down to my recent activity here where I can see a transaction log. I'm going to go ahead and look at here. We can see the transaction is still pending. We can see the transaction hash information. I'm going to pause the video for just a minute and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It took a minute or two. Sometimes it's instantaneous and sometimes it takes a minute, and we can see my position has been updated. I have 11 IQUSD in my wallet for a US equivalent of $11. Let's go back and look at that transaction. Now that it's completed, I can see that it's fully confirmed. There's a little more information here along with my transaction hash. I'd like to go right to Ethereum, and we'll view it here using Etherscan by clicking on this button. We'll go here and look at the permanent record. At the top is the transaction hash. You can see the status is successful. And the timestamp here was about 52 seconds ago that completed. Under the ERC20 tokens transferred, I want to show you this. We can see the transaction was from, and it's from 0. This proves that this was a newly minted coin, and it was put into my account that's tied to my wallet. I'm going to look at the positions in IQUSD. Now it is 11. It used to be 10. It's one holder. That holder is me, and that's my account information again. Upper right-hand corner under other info is the token contract, also known as a smart contract, that is stored in this address here. The contract is in Solidity. So this was coded. It was compiled with this button here, and the bytecode was uploaded to the address that I just displayed. I wanted to thank you for hanging in there through the entire video. I hope you learned a little bit more about tokenized deposits. If you have any questions, please let me know. Just reach out. Have a great day. Bye now.